The National Day for Truth and Reconciliation is observed on September 30th. The Barrie Native Friendship Centre marked the event at Spirit Catcher, located near downtown Barrie. We spoke with Meghan Cote, the Cultural Resources Coordinator at Barrie Native Friendship Centre, about the significance of the day and the steps the Canadian government at various levels need to take to honor the day and further reconciliation efforts. Brought in my son last year, he did not know. But when I was talking to him yesterday, why he was wearing the t-shirt and why every child matter means, I think he understands now what it means by hurting children, what it means, child being in danger. So if you can just a few words about the National Truth and Reconciliation Day and why it is important.
Sure. Okay, so the National Truth and Reconciliation Day is important because it helps us grow as a community and realize what has happened in the past to our people. As descendants of people who have been to residential schools, we have the effects of intergenerational trauma. The Truth and Reconciliation is important because we want to ensure a better future for our children. We first have to know the truth before we can reconcile, and as a community we can come together and learn and educate and push our knowledge further on the true Canadian history and the genocides that continue to still happen. And then comes the reconciliation part, where we need to take action as a community to work together to heal and to work together for our children to have a bright future and a healthy future, a future that they don't have to recover from, a future that they don't have to have that same intergenerational effects that we're dealing with today.
So, you are as an Indigenous person living in Barrie, working as Barrie Native Friendship Centre. So, how do you see in this city, efforts by people, efforts by settlers, council member, mayor, police, all the administrative, bodies? How do you see their efforts in terms of truth and reconciliation?
Yeah, so we were able to have our Truth and Reconciliation Day with the City of Barrie yesterday. The mayor had already pre-booked a time slot for us to have an event, which as the Friendship Center we were really pleased with, because we felt that they were recognizing and taking time to leave that space open for us to host the community so we can gather together. We work really well with the Barrie Police Services. They're very supportive of the Barrie Native Friendship Centre, and it's about those relationship building within the community of our non-indigenous allies and different organizations, and even just the community members that gather around today. A lot of them are non-indigenous, and that's what we would like to see as well, that a lot of non-indigenous are taking time out of their day and their schedule to come learn about our people and what they can do to make a difference.
And one of the speakers was talking about how still there are a lot more children's being taken away. At the same time, Indigenous people represent disproportionate amount in Canadian jails. So as you are talking about the past and the children who were taken away and who never came back. So how do you see the current situation in Canada, and what can be done about it?
The current situation is still part of the genocide. We have a significant amount, a higher amount of Indigenous children in the foster care system, and a lot of those children go to non-Indigenous homes. So they're removed from their communities. That sense of loss of identity is bound to happen when you're removing them from their culture and identity. And our children need to be kept within the Indigenous community in order to thrive and to have that strong identity and grow up with that piece. As for the significant numbers in prison, we have a rocky relationship with the law enforcement. I think that's just a known fact. A lot of what's happened is that our people suffer from mental health, drug abuse, domestic violence, and that's partially due to the intergenerational trauma that we've been handed down from generation to generation, and that's where the healing needs to come in, so we can continue to work on being better people, because we do try to live the Minot Benazwin, our good life.
And last question about in terms of expectations from the city of Barrie, provincial government, or whether it's the federal government. What do you think they can do more to really mark the truth and reconciliation day?
I think it's really important for the the mayor, the police services, the higher up people that make a significant change in our communities to still attend, especially our events at the Barrie Native Friendship Centre, attend any Indigenous events where they can further their education. It's about taking that time and to learn. It's easy to open a book or go on the internet, but it's different when we're gathering as a community and not working on a hierarchy level. We Indigenous people work as a circle, and it's important for them to join those circles to be able to learn and heal along with us, and that will make a better, stronger community.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thanks.